Hello. Today, I want to touch bases on issues surrounding South Sudan Revenue Authority. And this is in regard to adult leadership and current administration. My people, it's important we understand that we have inadequate leaders in South Sudan. This is the main reason why we are suffering under Salva Kiir. Majority of leaders, they are after their own interest. Adut and her father have played their cards very well. They have spent all these years stealing money to empower themselves, and they have succeeded. Adut has used the billions of dollars that she has stolen to bribe every leader. So, all leaders are reluctant because the government is either feeding their families, employing their families, or involved in looting countries' money. The few leaders that are quiet, they have been silent and dismantled. And this is the major problem we are facing. I'll give you examples of how this is played. Adut Salva Kiir is in control of almost everything in South Sudan as we speak. And she's using nepotism. Jobs are offered based on bloodline and not qualification. And it's not even all relatives that benefit from it. It's those who believe in their ideology of governance. If you are not submissive to them, you are automatically excluded. One example is this. Adut has mixed government work and non-government work and private work all together without regard to conflict of interest. One example is this. The South Sudan Revenue Authority is a Adut business, and this business collect taxes. They said they are only getting 5% of that. That's not the reality. They're getting about 40%. And these taxes are no longer collected in South Sudan, but in Mombasa. And the reason why is because they don't want people to know how much they are actually taking. And people are thinking what they're doing is to actually save the country economy. No, it's not. The non-food items, such as cars and trucks and V8 that they are buying, for example, V8 is they're collecting like 15,000 US dollar. And just a car is they're collecting like 2,600 US dollar. Leave alone the trucks is about 1,600 as well. The question is, who is even the government? When they say they are only getting 5% and the rest go to the government. Who is government? The government is her. Do you guys see the conflict of interest here? And then she turned around and she had the Haas Foundation, which she said is a non-profit. Where does she get the money? And who is running that non-profit organization? Again, it's Adut. Her agenda with this is not to help the population. It's to have control over every single thing. Adut was observed highly charging containers that are coming to South Sudan. I'll give you one example. There was a container that was filled with used clothes that was coming from Australia. Adut charged that container with about 2,000, and she said if she was not given that money, she will not let that enter to the country. And there are many more examples. My people, where is humility here? People are saying this woman might be the solution. But what solution? When she wants to be the one running the show. People like us, I came up with a non-profit called ISSSA. My aim was to help women and children. They rejected it because they realized if I register that non-profit, I might go for funding, and they thought I will be powerful and people in the village might start listening to me. They don't want me to educate my people. So the only way they can prevent me from educating people is to cut me off from even helping the vulnerable population. They refuse I register ISSSA, and they even demand $6,000 from me. This is how I end up struggling with ISSSA. If Adut can fund her own non-profit organizations, why could she not fund a non-profit that was created to help women and children to improve infant and maternal mortality in South Sudan? These are the questions I'm asking the people who think this woman can be a solution. With all the humility she's performing, or empathy, it's all show and tell. But behind door, in closed door, she's planning dirty trick on how to take over leadership. My people, including international people, international personnel and people, this person, she's even worse than Salva Kiir himself. And when Adut come into full leadership, you will see. As we speak, all the people that are working with her have been bribed. And they are looting public money and killing innocent civilians. They are saying this white army are tourists. But ask yourself, what happened to these kids? These kids have been traumatized for years. What do you expect when you put somebody into such a mental health status? What do you expect out of that? The only way we can overcome this situation is to sanction Adut Salva Kiir. If she gets sanctioned, she will slow down. But as long as she don't get sanctioned, she will grow haunt and she will hurt a lot of people. As you can see, they are very bold enough to strategize the government the way they want. She is electing all her colleagues, friends and family, children of James Wani Eger, Kwalmanyang, Awenakut, and the list goes on. This is why we don't have leaders, because these leaders are getting bite into what they're doing. So they don't care about the general population. They are working for their own interest. We need help. We need international help. We need African Union help. But these people are bribing their way. Adut, she's not a leader. She's a killer. And we need to stop her immediately. She's performing. She's not what she's saying she is. Please help us. Follow my page. I'll be talking more.